Welcome to another edition of Life and Style by Kevin Samuels. Today is what I consider to be a kind of cool day because I get to review something that's brand new to me. Being a style guy and a person who loves fragrances, I cannot ever walk by a fragrance counter without just taking a couple of whiffs of stuff, even if I've been by that fragrance counter 100 different times, I'm going to smell something. But as I said in the last other videos, you know, sometimes something catches your eye and it's like being a kid on Christmas Day and you get something new. And to me, I just get excited about it. But what I have today is a fragrance called Dunhill Icon. Now, if you know anything about Dunhill, it's an English house. So, English fragrances tend to have a pretty distinct kind of pattern to me. I've never really been a big fan of a lot of them, but I like them for what they do. This one, on the other hand, is something completely different than anything I've ever smelled from this house or any other house. First of all, the packaging is just absolutely gorgeous. I would show the bottle, but again, you know me, I don't want the drama. But it just looks like a nice silver canister, and they also have an absolute version that I'll be reviewing, and it has completely different notes. And I mentioned notes, let's get into them because this thing is loaded with them. I'm gonna have to look down at my notes because hey, there's just too many notes in here to remember. We have neroli, Italian bergamot, black pepper, and petitgrain in the front and the top notes. When you spray this thing on, it immediately hits you with that citrus blast. Bergamot and neroli together, great start. Then we get down to some lavender, cardamom, sage, and some juniper berry. Man, this thing goes from top to middle and it rolls and it just gets better. And then we get down to the base, which contains iris, leather, vetiver, oud, and oak moss. Incredible base. I'm going to say that again. Iris, leather, vetiver, oud, and oak moss. I mean, you don't get a starting line, you don't get a bottom five. That's like the dream team of base notes for me. So, what does all this basically mean? You're going to have an aromatic citrus, kind of fresh and spicy, woody, but green fragrance. But all that really means is, one, it's new. It's 2015, but it came out late 2015, early 2016. So the uniqueness factor is going to be high. But as soon as I sprayed this on, I automatically smiled. I was like, oh, this is unlike anything I've ever smelled before. It's when you start playing in the niche world like I do, you start to get designer fragrances and, you can kind of tend to forget how good some of these designers are. This is one that did not disappoint. I had no expectations of this being anything special coming out of the bottle. But as soon as I sprayed it, I was like, oh, this is good. And I just hung around the counter and it got better. And I hung around the counter and it got even better. And I put some more on. I wore it home, got me a little sample, and by the time I got halfway home, I was in love with this stuff. Yeah, so much so that I went back and I got a bottle of it. It's just like, forget it. I'm going to wear this because this is going to be a great fragrance for the springtime going into the warmer months. So let's talk about performance. I get a good 6, almost 8 hours out of the Eau de Toilette version I think it's because the base is so strong. It's such a strong lineup in the base. Projection, very good projection. Um, arm's length at least, if not further. Sillage, and also very good on sillage. So overall, the performance is I would give it an 8 out of 10 on performance. But what it really shines is because it's one of the most versatile. It's a very versatile fragrance. It can go day, evening, night, casual, special occasion, shorts, tuxedo. It doesn't matter. This fragrance just screams masculine elegance, cool, chic. It's a paradox because it's so simple in its complexity. So, if you like fragrance anywhere, if you're looking for something new, go out and put your nose on this one. The only place I've been able to find it really has been Dillard's here. Sephora didn't even have it. I was surprised. And to get the absolute version, it's overseas, but luckily for me, I found a place online that I bought the last bottle of the absolute that they had, and I cannot wait to get it because when I get it, oh my God, the notes in that, I blind bought it based on the strength of this. And then I read somewhere it smells like a combination of Tom Ford's oud wood and Tuscan leather. Bingo, can't lose. So, now, I will say this fragrance is available on where? fragrancenet.com. So instead of paying that retail price of about $125, $130 in a gift set, you can get it for around about $50, $55. Definitely bottle worthy. Like I said, everyone has the things that they like, but for what this is, I put this in the category of a straight out winner. Because rarely do you find a fragrance that smells so masculine, yet elegant and refined at this price point. You can't lose with this fragrance. If you don't like it, I don't know what to say to you. Maybe your nose needs a little bit more refining, or maybe mine needs more. But buy what you like. Winner to me. So again, not everyone's gonna like the same things, but I always say the same thing. Go out, smell it, try it. If you love it, buy it. Until next time, talk at you later.